Good day and welcome to the dining table. U.S. can only prevent 10% of known drug smuggling sea shipments. Subscribe, like, and share. This is Senator King. This is the Senate Armed Services Committee hearing, and he is going to question General Laura Richardson, commander of the U.S. Southern Command, regarding drugs being smuggled to the U.S. Via the sea. Let's listen.
About another gap, drugs. Since we've been sitting here, about 10 Americans have died of drug overdoses just since we began this meeting 45 minutes ago. One person a day is dying in my home state of Maine. Do you have the capacity to interdict drug shipments coming in by sea that we know of? I've asked this question every year for about the past 10 years, and I'm afraid I know the answer.
And Senator, so in U.S. Southcom, we have the detection and monitoring mission, and that is to gain the intelligence for
I shouldn't
drug
have said, do you
shipments.
have the capacity? Does the country? You have the terrific capacity for intelligence and identification. My concern is, once we know about a dangerous shipment, then do we have the capacity to interdict it?
And so we pass that intelligence over to law enforcement or our partner nations, and it depends on who's close enough to do that. And so in terms of the capacity, we anticipate that we're able to, of what we know is out there, interdict about 10% of the known problem, and with the resourcing and capabilities that we currently are given.
I would emphasize that figure to our colleagues. We can interdict 10% of what we know of. That's inexcusable, and I don't mean it's inexcusable for you, but one of the problems that strikes me is when everybody's in charge, nobody's in charge, and you've got yourself, DEA, DHS, the intelligence community, and the problem is Americans are dying. In about every 10 days, we have September 11th. 3,000 people die in this country every 10 days. And you use the word in your testimony, assault. And that's what it is. It's an assault. But we're treating it as a kind of domestic law enforcement problem when it's an assault. And most of it is coming from outside of our country. So I hope that you will work with your colleagues, perhaps form a task group to get after this problem of interdiction. And if we don't have capacity, if we don't have enough Coast Guard cutters, or DHS doesn't have the capacity, tell us, because we can't solve a problem if we don't know what it is. We know the general shape of the problem, but you're in a position to tell us what's missing and what you can do in order to help protect this country.
And Senator, I would offer that that we can't interdict our way out of this problem, and we've got to be able to go after the networks. We've got to be able to go after the drug labs. We've got to be able to follow the money and the money laundering, which is fueling this very rich environment that the transnational criminal
Totally agree.
organizations.
And we have to talk about the demand side here and treatment and prevention. I totally agree with that. But this is a discrete problem that I think we do have some capacity to